Hello Internet, welcome back to Let's Play of First Martians, Adventures on the Red Planet. Campaign 1, The Labyrinth of the Night. We're on Mission 3 called Storm. It was alluded to in Mission 2, and Mission 2 actually got cut short by one soul because of this storm, so we're going to jump right in and find out what this storm's all about. I'm going to do the prepare game elements in the app and then read the introduction and the mission objectives and the gameplay changes. So let's jump in. It says open the campaign 1 booklet where mission 3 storm begins. Return any point of interest tokens, which didn't have any that game. Discard all modifier tokens on the board. There aren't any. Reset the stress to 0. So we can do that. For each block, shuffle all used and unused cards. We didn't pull any, so that's good. Reset all malfunction tracks to 0, which is good. Definitely like it when we do that. Discard all samples from the discovery spaces. Yeah, good thing we don't have any there. Put 2 white markers in the compare and contrast special action area, so we'll learn about that soon. And replace the tokens, the orange objective token number 4 with number 5 and 3 with number 4. So any particular reason for doing that? Who knows, but 4 is now a 5 apparently. 3 was already picked up. And take all the red objective tokens and the 3 orange. Okay, now it says 1, 2, and 3, so that's why. We need those orange objective tokens 1, 2, and 3 to be used and place them near the board. So near is a relative term, as this board's pretty full as it is. We'll just put that around, and all of the red. Did it say all? All of the red, all 12, jeez. Looks like we have a lot of objectives this round. But there's all of the red ones. And place them near the board. Your game is ready to play. Alright, so let's see what it says. NASA has sent you the results of some preliminary tests performed on the supplied data from the recordings. Your task is to crunch these data further to obtain meaningful results. On the other hand, you have the hub to attend to. The storm is coming and you must protect yourself and the base. This mission has a threshold value of 7. Remain alert. You don't know exactly when the storm hits you or when it ends. Also, if you want to pick something up from outside the hub, this is the last moment. The storm will bury everything on its way. Choose wisely and good luck. Alright, so Soul 1. So we definitely want to, I'm actually, yeah, I have one more white thing. So we want to pick up this guy, which is extra materials, before the storm hits. And it says the storm hits you on one of these souls. So we're going to read the introduction, gameplay changes. Let's see. So NASA says, guys, there's a storm approaching. As we can tell, it will reach you 4 souls from now. It'll reach you 4 souls from now, give or take 1. It's massive, so you better prepare. Hub, okay, got it. What exactly are we preparing against? How long will the storm last? NASA, after it hits you, the prognosticators say 3 souls. Hub, give or take 1, I presume. NASA, yes, give or take 1. While you still can, please compare the signals you sent us with what we actually got. Analyze the differences. Crunch the data and find something. It's really unsettling how this communication breaks off at times. Hub, indeed it is. Okay, we're off to work then. Tell us when you know anything more about the storm. Okay, so our mission objectives are: a massive storm may disrupt your facilities. You know, I'm an IT guy, and when the computer says something may happen, it's not, may is not May is like guaranteed. Something may happen? No, it's guaranteed to happen. A massive storm may disrupt your facilities. In order to protect yourselves against its consequences, you must prepare the facility so they can withhold the upcoming extreme weather conditions. So the mandatory objective says protect all facilities. Take the safeguard special action 10 times, one for each facility. Count solar panels 1 and 2 as one facility. Count oxygenators 1 and 2 as one facility. Ignore a quiet place. Mandatory 2. Take the data mining special action to obtain all the information needed to analyze the differences between what you sent and what NASA received. Then take the compare and contrast special action 3 times to analyze all the data you have. Alright, so we have a lot to do. We gotta build 10 things and data mine. So data mining is a research action, and compare and contrast is also a research. So we got a lot of building and a lot of researching. We don't have to explore anything, which means the rover and this guy will be useless. We got one thing to pick up, number 5. We got to do that before the storm hits. The storm could hit you as early as Sol 3 or as late as Sol 5, and the storm ends either in 6, 7, or 8. So we could have as many as 8 souls this round, so it sounds like a long time. We still have to roll the yellow die, which sucks, but let's see. Gameplay changes. The event phase, move the black storm marker as instructed by the app. Discard all tokens and samples from the ROI hit by the storm. Okay. So we're going to have a black storm marker. I guess the storm is going to rage around us. So all these blue things, whoops, so it looks like the storm is going to hit and take away all of our samples. So we might actually do want to collect more samples so we can get more skills. So we'll see what we can get done. That's the event phase. Then any phase, storm. Whenever you're asked to resolve the effects of the storm, roll all malfunction dice. For each die, draw X malfunction cards from the corresponding block. X is what you rolled. If a given facility is protected, discard this card. If it's not, resolve this card. A facility is protected if there's a red objective token lying on it. So we want to protect all the facilities as soon as possible, otherwise they will get damaged in the storm. It's a cool mechanic. Note, remember that if one oxygenator is protected, the other one is too. The same applies for solar panels. If any effect would put a token or a square sample on a ROI with the storm marker, ignore that effect. Okay. Mission points of interest have no effect. So there's no point in exploring anything, but we do want to pick things up. So we want to pick this up just to pick it up because it won't be available later. And it's pretty tough because these are like a lot of minus things. So we'll see how many people we have available to pick some of this stuff up. But we definitely need to bunker down the hatches, so to speak. Alright, so Sol 1, let's play. So damage goes up in the living block, and Michael Shepard says log entry. Terrifying images. What I see fills me with both dread and awe. The force of unearthly nature are stunning. Okay. So put one black marker. Alright, so the storm is like starting now. Put one black marker on ring 3 southeast. So that's way over here. This is the storm marker now. And then we get +1 to morale. That's amazing. Since when does an event increase your morale? But okay, that's great. The first player gains or discards, so the biologist, the scientist is the first player. He's actually a biogeochemist, as if that's a thing. right? The biology of the earth and the chemist. I don't know. Check your oxygen, energy, seeds, food, stress goes up to 4. Resolve penalties. So this is interesting. What do we want to fix first? So we can do as much building as we want, as we have people for. So we have 2 souls. The storm could have hit us as early as soul 3. We have 2 souls to pick up. It's kind of a trade-off, like what are we going to do? So let's see. We can send 2 action tokens. Each astronaut gains 1. So we can do that. Let's see. Building is going to get used for sure. Well, you're going to build the crap out of everything here. Let's see. We can do a lot of building. We're going to... We can re-roll some stuff, maybe. So we can go up in morale by 1. We can heal. We gotta kind of continue where we left off. So we got some healing to do. We can definitely gonna build stuff. So let's see how much stuff can we build? So we can build the protection on all of the system blocks, which is like the most important things. It's the most deadly if things break. So it'd be 1, 2, and 3. So I guess oxygen 1 and 2 would be 1, and solar would be 2, and farm would be 3. But this, well, no, actually it just goes 1, 2, 3, 4, because it goes all the way up to 12. So the farm would be 5, and this would be 4. So we can, so the oxygen counts as 1 facility, so it's 1 and 2. And then, let's see, we can actually do the compare and contrast right now by researching one of these white markers. So this goes down here to the compare and contrast. Data mining says we take the research action and put 1 white marker in the compare and contrast. So you only have to compare and contrast 3 things 3 times. So you only have to do the data mining action once, and then the compare and contrast 3 more times. Which means the scientist can build. So we can roll the dice for the compare and contrast and build stuff and gather. I guess we'll gather now while we can. And if we want to avoid this minus, 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 1 is 5 to guarantee success. And that's 4. I guess we can roll, and engineer can build. Maybe we can roll some stuff. We can try to build this farm and send this guy off to the event phase, and a second guy. What else is the medic doing? The medic's building, geologist. So we can roll. So we gotta roll 1 gray die there. We're gonna roll a blue die over here and roll a brown die. Yeah, it's a lot of rolling. I don't know if that rolling is a good idea or not, but we have you know what? I'm gonna do something different. I'm actually gonna spend these 3 gray tile and use her special ability. I'm gonna put a black mark. It says spend 3, put 1 black marker on a chosen ROI terrain effect, and that effect no longer applies. So I'm going to put it on this effect, so it we won't go down in morale when we go here. Which means we could go straight, which means we would go through this one. So that's 1, 2, 3, plus 1. So we could guarantee success and go down in morale, or we could roll. It's probably better to just go down in morale once, because rolling could result in failing, wounds, and it's like potentially 3 bad things can happen, whereas going down morale is just one thing that bad happens. So we'll take the direct route. What else? So we're building, unwinding. We don't need to do any maintenance, which is nice to give us a break. So we're going to do this. We're going to go up in morale, and the morale is going to go back down soon anyway. Building, researching, gathering, exploring. So we're going to gather. So we're going to guarantee success, but the morale goes down 1. And we're doing that. Then we're going to research. So we got to roll on the research. We failed. We took a wound, and we have to take an action. So which one do we want to re-roll? Good God, this is why rolling is terrible, right? So we're going to spend 1 to re-roll. Which one do I want to re-roll? I guess we'll... Taking a wound is okay. Going on an adventure? Oh, this is terrible, right? Maybe I'll fail on purpose and take the 2 tiles. So I'm going to re-roll the wound. Alright, cool. No more wound. So we spent the token. We did our thing. And, wait a minute. That wasn't a build action. That was a research action. So it's not the engineer that takes it. It's the scientist that takes it. So we got that. We avoided the wound. We gained 2 these things. It's fine. And then we have to take an adventure. So this is a research adventure by the scientist. And it says fat fingers. Oh yeah, I've fat fingered things before. Typing. Sterilizing lab equipment at the end of the day is usually very easy. Turn on the autoclave and set it for 30 minutes. But someone accidentally set it for 300 minutes. In the middle of the night, the pressure seals burst, and steam, water, and broken glass shot out everywhere. It's a good thing no one was around. So this says increase stress by 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we failed. Oh yeah, we did the thing over here. That should have been done first. What was this? Engineer this thing. So we're gonna say done on that, and everybody gets 1. And engineer. So I'm gonna have my engineer spend 2 to go up. Let's see, to do his special ability of draw a random upgrade card. There's only 1 upgrade card left, which is the tech room. So now we got it. And I forgot all about upgrades. I wonder, it would be cool to build some upgrades. Unmanned collector. Oh yeah, we were successful in collecting this. Goes to the pending. I don't know if building upgrades is the priority right now. Gotta batten down the hatches. So we will try. And then I put a black marker on the skill that I used. And then I'm going to use the medic skill. So we'll take away 1 there, put a black mark on her thing, and reduce stress by 1. Okay, so we did the research. Now we're going to build. So this is automatically successful. And this is successful. So it just means when the storm hits, bad things can't happen to the oxygen or the solar panels. And it's a mandatory So I'm going to check in the app. Protect all facilities in the system blocks. Take the safeguard action 3 times. So we're going to roll on the farm. We were successful and we have to take an adventure, and it's the engineer. This is a build action for the engineer. He says, false alarm. An alarm went off during standard maintenance procedures. Having anxiously glanced around, we all rushed towards the source of the sound. +1 stress. Okay. But we were successful. So we have now protected everything in the system block. We're going to check that off in the quest log. And then take the gather action to pick up the cargo. The orange objective token number 4, but we already got that because it used to be called objective token number 3, which was the food. And then we also got the objective number 5. So, it's good. Yeah, so we'll be fine on research. We need to build. We don't need to gather anymore, which means we can focus on building. So we can build some of these upgrades, get this protection. Alright, so we had this automated research guy. He was over here. And we did one of the compare and contrast. So it says discard white marker from the area. But how do we keep track that we did it? So, it's gonna put it around here. Next phase, right? Yep. First player assembles the pool. We still have to roll the yellow. And it's a 3. Okay. Damn. Yeah, we should have built that warning system. Next phase, pending. So this, well, I'm just gonna leave it as a 5, but we'll just know that 5 means 2 of everything. And if we need it, oh no, I'll just put 2 of everything now. 1, 2. So 2 of those, 2 of those, 2 of those, and 2 of those. And pass the, so discard all the black markers. Move everything pending to available, discard black markers, pass the first player token. Next round, Soul 2. Pooled water has seeped into the electronics conduit under the lab and caused a short circuit. This event is called 5 Fat Fingers Death Punch. Are you kidding me? What the hell? It says this sprite equal electric index 0 part. What? Okay, so that's a bug. Electric? Alright, so it's saying the electric, it's supposed to be a picture of the electric part. And the research lab is now broken, so research lab power thing, and we do need to go to the research lab. So we gotta get that, we're gonna fix that immediately. Okay. Alright, the quest log. The economy mode. You now have the option of switching the economy mode on. This is useful because the storm will probably reduce the amount of energy generated by the solar panels. You can use the economy mode to counter the effects of lowered energy production. When the economy mode is active in a given block, that block consumes only half of the needed amount of energy rounded up in the production phase. We can spend one computer part, and take the build action to switch the system block to economy mode. Place an orange objective token next to that block. Orange objective token. It doesn't say what number. It doesn't. I guess it doesn't matter. Or that's what the 1, 2, and 3 is for. Okay. And then we can do the same thing with the living block and the working block. Sounds like a good idea. It doesn't. It's a build action. It does. Okay. So, lot of building. Everybody gonna build. So let's build. Let's say you build and you build and you build, and we take the 6, 7, and 8. And this is, let's say this guy's gonna upgrade the warning system, and we'll roll for that. And oh man, there's so much building. We're gonna do the research. So we'll take our second compare and contrast, and we'll roll for that and build low power mode. It's probably something we're gonna need, but we can also withstand losing a lot of energy, so it's not that important. We'll build more, so we'll build. Data mining, compare and contrast. Alright, so now the mission log says there's a new objective, which is to check the quest log and tap done. I guess we check, I don't know. Alright, so let's play. Yeah, there's nothing for these two guys to do. And building, so we're gonna go to the research, you're gonna, right? What happened to the production phase? I'm pretty sure this app just skipped the production phase again, which means, and the morale phase, right? This guy gets 2. We definitely didn't do the morale phase. And then the production phase, so the stress goes up, 1, 2, 3, 4. By 4, the power, energy, food is good, oxygen good, and nothing's broken. We gotta fix this, so, alright, this, we're gonna build. We could roll. I don't wanna roll. Rolling sucks. This guy's gonna fix. I think we're making good progress. Oh, and level 1 or 2 is both. And we gotta go down by 2, so yeah. We're gonna send 2 to the control center. We're not gonna build that yet. Alright, there's day 2, there's already too much to do. So we're gonna roll, okay. So this happens first. These two guys come back, and this goes down by 2. And now we roll. We're successful, and we take an adventure. This is a science adventure by the scientist. Little power. When the computer turned off, I knew immediately what I didn't do. Save the results of my work. Discard all, or, oh, you know what? I could have rolled that. You know what? I'm gonna go back in time a little bit and re-roll this guy. And now nothing bad happens. So I'm gonna ignore that. But that was technically cheating. Oh well. That was research. Now we're gonna do the build. And so these 3 are all automatically successful. That was geologist, scientist, and engineer. And then we're gonna roll for this one. So we were successful and nothing bad happens. That's great. And I say I hate rolling, right? So we got that. So the next time we go to lower the, let's see, what's it says -2 on the malfunction track when you take the manage action. So we doubled the efficiency there. Then we were successful on the compare and contrast. So we've done that twice. We protected all the facilities in the living block, so I'm going to check the box on that. Now, it's possible for the storm to hit, you know, coming up right now in Soul 3. So at least we got 2 blocks protected. Maybe the storm won't hit. This goes back up to 3. Next phase, move everything from pending to available. Discard black markers from used skills. Oh, I'm gonna spend this skill to lower that by 1. And we didn't have to roll here, so that's it. Pass the first player token. The working block goes up. It's getting close. Had we rolled a 3, we would have broken. So, the first blow, and I can hear the Martian wind wailing outside. It's significantly louder than it used to be. Move the storm marker to roll ring 1 southeast. Alright, looks like the storm is going to hit next round, I'm hoping. Or it sounds like it did not hit. So now it's doing the morale phase. The minute gets 2, I'm going to immediately spend 1 to lower the stress by 1. And production phase. Oxygen, energy, seeds, food, stress. 1, 2, 3, 4. Working block. If there was any blue tokens here, they would have gotten discarded. So we need to keep an eye on that. We should contemplate gathering. We do have 1 guy here. We should do. I mean, there's just so much to do. I mean, we gotta protect. We gotta move forward. Huh. Man, this game. So, let's see. Next phase. This says we can spend 1 action, so that's awesome. So we're gonna do that right now. This guy's gonna lower the malfunction track by 1. We can check the quest log and tap done. So we didn't do that. So take the compare and contrast. So we can do a data mining action here. Put 1 white marker in the compare and contrast, so we'll do that. We can do a lot of building. It's gonna build. And we should try to gather something. So I'm gonna go down in morale. So I'm gonna gather. We need 3 to guarantee success. And we go down 1 in morale. We're gonna roll on the science. And we can roll. We'll roll on the geologist too. We'll see if we have to. Which means we can build, and we need to go down with the warning. Now that we have the warning system, we can go down 4, only spending 2, which is great. We should do more upgrades. I want to do. I mean, that's it. We used everything. So, doing everything we can. I think we're doing pretty well. We're gonna research. So, we're gonna do the prevent future consequences thing. one malfunction, -1 malfunction on each malfunction track, so this goes down to 0. Oh, you know what? Now that it's only at 3, we can spend one guy to do something else. So I'm gonna do that. We're gonna just spend doing an upgrade, like a server cluster. And you know what else we can do? We could actually spend 2. We can guarantee success, or we can do more rolling. I will keep it how it is. So we did that. This guy comes back. We're gonna lower this by 2. This comes back, and then all of these are automatically successful. Oh, we're doing the gather first. So yeah, gather comes before research. 1, 2. So this is gonna go down by 1, and we're gonna roll the gather. We're gonna re-roll the adventure die, and we're great. So we spent 1. Let's go here, and we gathered it. Great. Before the storm hit. So we got 2 in there. This comes back, and we went down in morale. Then this was successful. So we got, let's put these out here. So this is 9 and 10 and 11, and then we're gonna roll on the building for the oh no, now we're doing research. Well, yeah, I'm gonna ignore that because that was a terrible roll. We're gonna do the research, and we were successful. That was on the data mining, so we put our 3rd compare and contrast. Just putting 2 over here just to keep track of how many compare and contrasts we've done. So that was successful and nothing bad happened. And now we do the build. And we were not successful, and we have to take an adventure. So I'm gonna roll, subtract 1 to re-roll the success die. And now we were successful. So that's good. We built the server cluster upgrade for the research lab. That comes back, and now the next time we research something for like gaining a skill, then we move it up 2 spaces to the right when you take the research action. So essentially it goes straight, we skip examined, we go straight to discovery, which is good. Whew. Let's see, protect all the facilities in the working block. We're not there yet. We did take the data mining action. Then we have 1 more compare and contrast to take. Yeah, so we're doing good. Next phase. Assemble the pool. Got 2. And then move from pending to available. Discard the black markers. And pass the first player token. Did the medic? Yeah, the medic did. Yeah. Alright, next round. Soul 4. System block goes up 1. Transcript. So this says Fury of the Storm. Transcript. Indistinct shouting. A loud noise of a warning siren. Computer. Alert in the system block. Footsteps running. Computer. Alert in the system block. Event phase. Move the storm marker ring 1 west. It's up here. No, west. It's way over here. Right? West. Yeah. Wow. The storm's raging all around us. Resolve the effects of the storm. See the gameplay changes section on the mission sheet. So it says move the black storm marker as instructed. Discard all tokens and samples from the region of interest hit by the storm. So there's nothing there. That's good. First player gains discards. So we're only gaining 1 now. So we should try to do some healing and increasing morale. So let's say okay, hold on. We gotta go to the next phase first. So oxygen, energy, seeds, food, stress. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're at 17, so we're at a critical level of stress right now. Resolve the penalties, and we still didn't fix that. Oh no! We've been going to this research thing the whole time, and we forgot we have to spend. So that's been broken since the beginning of the game, right? So researched. I'm gonna go down by 3 on this energy. 1, 2, 3 to indicate, because we've been here 3 times, and we're going there again. So yeah, we're just spending the energy. It's okay. We're going back to compare and contrast. And so we need to go down in stress, and we need to go up in morale. We'll see. And we have the game room upgrade, which increases the morale by 1. So the good news is we're done with most of the building, and we have that optional objective to lower the energy consumption. I'll worry about that later. This guy is gonna build our last thing. I guess the storm is near us but did not actually hit us yet. So we have more time to gather. It hasn't said we can't gather. So, but we will take a, we don't take a, oh man, I should be going there. You know what? I'm gonna gather stuff. Oh, yeah, the storm is right here. No bad stuff happens here, which means I should have been going there instead of coming over here. What if I gather, let's see, it's 1, 2 plus 1 to guarantee success. Yeah, I might want to do 3. We can build an upgrade. We can go down in stress. Let's see, we're going to spend 1 to go down in stress. We can spend 1 to go up in morale. This guy can build something. I never actually hit next phase over here. So we have another mission log that says -1 malfunction on each malfunction track. We're definitely gonna, yeah, it's good. We'll go out there. This is the build guy. We're gonna do some more rolling. So we're gonna send that guy out there, so that's guaranteed. Well, that 2 is required no matter what. We'll roll on the geologist to collect. We want to collect that. And then we're gonna roll on the research. Here, we're gonna roll on the building of the upgrade. We're gonna do we could do the unmanned collector upgrade. I mean, like, I should have done the unmanned collector upgrade before, because then we could actually use it right now. The tech room says we can re-roll the brown die, checkmark die, once per action. So that gives us an extra. That's good. But damn. At least we're getting these upgrades built, even if I'm not going in the best order. Everyone has been deployed, so let's gonna do this containing the damage event. So this goes down by 1, this goes down by 1, it's at 0 already. This goes down by 1. These 2 come back, and we're gonna go down, so we're gonna go up in morale by 1, we're gonna go down in stress by 6 times 2. And this goes down by 2. So we are taking advantage of some of the upgrades we've gotten. And we're not exploring, but we're gathering, so we're going to roll on the gather. Oh, he doesn't have any. We can't. Oh no! Bad things happened. We gained 2. We took a wound. And we failed to gather anything. So, y'all suck. Coming back to base. Then we're gonna roll on the research. Oops, jack die. It was bad. I'm gonna reroll it. So we were successful. We're gonna reroll the. Still a question mark. Hey, he didn't have any at the time, so we spent 1 to reroll. And we still have to go on an adventure, but we were successful. The scientist goes on the adventure. And this says, explosion in the laboratory. I would have thought nothing could possibly be wrong with a simple container. Draw 1 lab working block malfunction card and resolve its effect. So I need to make some room on the board. These go away. These can go here. So let's see. We built the warning system, and we built. Oh, where's the unmanned collector? Oh, the unmanned collector's right there. We built the server cluster, so those cards can go away. And now we have to discard the working block malfunction until we find a lab. So right here, complication in the lab. Is that right? Draw 1 lab working block malfunction card and resolve its effect. So he says we cannot read from drive E. This part is now broken. Red mark in the computer. In the lab, so the computer is now broken. Oh, and we have to spend the energy because we went to the lab again. That part's now broken. Still didn't fix it. This energy goes down 1. So that means the next time we go to the lab, we have to roll a check mark, a success die, even if, like, we have to roll an extra 1 no matter what. So even if we were successful, we have to roll it again and be successful a second time in a row. Okay. That was, but we were successful. That was our 3rd compare and contrast, so I'll check that off in the app. And now we're gonna build. So this is successful. And now we have protected everything in the working block. So we have completed all of the mandatory objectives. It's good. And now we're going to roll to install the unmanned collector. I also forgot that once you build it, it goes into pending and you can use it next round. I don't think it mattered, but it's a technicality. So we were successful and nothing bad happened. So this goes to pending and we get to actually bring it online next round. Okay, so everybody's back to base. You're doing pretty well, except for our failure to collect things. I should, yeah, probably make a more concentrated effort to collect more things next round, since we have, now that we protected everything, like, that weight is off of our shoulders and we can do more research, we can fix more parts, etc. So, assemble the die 3. 1, 2, 3. And now from pending it goes to available, and now it actually, this is the unmanned collector. Yeah, we'll definitely do some more collecting since we can use less one person to do it. So he says you may ignore 1 action tile cost when you take the gather action. And discard the black things. And move everything from the pending to the available, discard the black markers, and pass the first player token. Soul 5. So the storm hits you in one of these souls. The storm must hit us this round, which means we won't be able to gather anything, I think. The system block goes up. Log entry says darkness. Effectively, it was like only one of the solar farms was operational. Ah, shit. Seriously? Okay, so it says move the storm marker to the R1 northwest. Northwest. Yeah, that sucks. Resolve the effects. So all 3 of these go away. Those are the ones we wanted to collect. And resolve the effects of this storm. Okay. First player gains, so we're at 2. You gain 2. Oxygen energy. So now, what we do, to get the -4. It didn't actually say it. I don't know. So we're gonna -4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's like we only have 6 energy, which now bad things happen. So we can, I'm gonna put shutdown tiles. I have to put shutdown tiles on 4 of them. So we're gonna shut down the garage hall, the probe bay. I want to build and repair. Now we don't actually have to do any more research because we got our compare and contrast and we got our data mining, but we do have 2 more of these things we can use to discover. I want to try to we can, yeah, shut down the crew quarters and the med lab. Pretty bad news. So now move the seeds, eat the food. Now we increase the stress. Do these shutdown tiles take effect like immediately? Because normally the stress would go up by 4, but the stress would go up by 8 more if that's how that works. I don't know. Page 22. Use of energy. The facilities which need a constant energy supply are the ones that have the zigzag lightning bolt icon to the left of the status markers. Average game, there's 10 facilities that use energy, an average 2 solar panels that produce 10 power, and some missions this will change. If you cannot power all facilities, some facilities will become unavailable. See the shutdown tiles section. A red marker in the living block and the working block next, and never mind if you don't have enough. Alright, so that's not where that was. So we need to go to the shutdown tiles section. Shutdown tiles is the next page. So for each point of oxygen or energy you lack, choose one facility to shut down. Put a shutdown tile on that facility. If you lack energy, the facility is considered closed. The facility will ignore all game effects, good or bad, until all shutdown tiles are removed. Shutdown token effect. Each shutdown tile increases stress level by 2 during the production phase. I guess it takes effect immediately. It doesn't say it doesn't. That sucks. So our stress is going up which we're in the middle of a storm, so stress is high. So we're gonna go up by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're gonna go up by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're back to 17, and we have no way to lower it, and we can't heal. Oh my god, right? As soon as we finish something, something else happens. So we gotta... So we need... So this says we gain 3 oxygen. So let's see, on the gather and the explore, if they go out there, we gain 3 energy and 2 oxygen and prevent future consequences. We can do that. We can take this build action to switch the system block to economy mode. We place an orange objective token next to that block. I think it said that the entire block consumes 1. No. Oh, each thing was half? Rounded up? I don't remember. Oh, I gotta read this. Okay, you now have the option of switching the economy mode on. This is useful because the storm will probably reduce the amount of energy generated by the solar panels. See? Words like probably and may, like, no. It's guaranteed. You can use the economy mode to counter the effects of lowered energy production. When the economy mode is active in a given block, that block consumes only half of the needed amount of energy rounded up in the production phase. So it's the entire block. So the system block as a whole requires 3 power. Cut in half is 1.5, rounded up is 2. So we only save 1. And same thing in the living block, we would save 1, and in the working block we would save 2. So we need to turn on all 3 if we want to regain our lost solar panel efficiency. Or like, we lost 4, we need to regain 4. So let's do all the building for all 3 of those, and we'll solve that problem, and then we have to fix the shutdowns. So it's 2 to build, and 2 more to build, 2 more to build. I would love to lower the stress, but we can't actually go there. We can spend 1, which is a waste of time. It's not going to help us in the long run, but I guess we'll do it. And so that's building, building, building. We're going to spend 1 on maintaining. See, this guy can build, and we're going to put this 1, 2, and 3 here. And we got 2 more, so we can't gather, even if we wanted to. We can research, so we can use this research tile to research something, but oh, you know what? We're gonna fix. So we're gonna do this. Also, we have to spend a computer chip for each of these, and a computer chip to repair. So I'm going to repair that. And I'm still going to do the research. I should probably not do the research. Maybe. I want to guarantee success. It's okay. We'll roll. We'll live on the edge. So, I want to check the box in the quest log for all 3 of those, because all 3 of those are guarantee success. But first, we gotta go here, and that is we gain 3 energy. So this goes up by 2 and 18, so this goes back to 20, and 1, 2, 3, and we prevent future consequences. And now this will go down by 2. All of this building is successful. These get discarded. I'll put this 1, 2, and 3. And this is guaranteed successful. So we fixed the part. Oh, but we have to do the research first. So technically it's still broken right now. And this goes back. So we're going to roll the research. And we were successful. But we have to take an adventure. But we also have to re-roll the success die a second time. Oh no, we're not successful. So now I'm going to spend 1 to re-roll it a third time and hope for success. Yes, and we still have to take an adventure, and our energy goes down by 1 because of that. And now we can say it's fixed because we're gonna fix it. And then we have to do an adventure. This is a research adventure by the scientist. It says hopelessness. Another evening has gone by, and what have we accomplished? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Each astronaut discards 1, or else the stress goes up by 1. So we actually all have 1, which is good. And okay, man. Right? Rolling sucks, right? But we were successful. So we skip exam and go straight to discovery. And this goes back, and this is here, this is here. And we can gain a skill. The scientist has skills. We gotta review what the skills are. So we have the geologist. Spend 2, 3, or 4 to discard 1 chosen token from any region of interest in 1, 2, or 3. There aren't any. Spend 2 to add 1. That's good, especially considering all these are going away. So that's an option. So I might consider that one. And then scientist, probably not going to do any science. Spend 2, you can choose the research. Spend 2, but they require additional tokens from the cargo bay. I don't know. It's good, it's cool, but what else? I might do one of the medic. Yeah, especially considering the med lab and the crew quarters are shut down right now. The medic becomes more valuable. So spending 3 to heal 2, spend 2 to gain on the morale, or spend 2 to heal a chosen condition. They're all about the same, but the ability to heal 2 is actually 50% more cost effective. We're in round 6 right now? We're in round 5. So yeah, we'll just get that one. So we spent that, and everyone has returned to base, so we go to the next phase. Collect the die. So 1, and next phase, discard black markers, and move this. Next round. So, round 6. The living block goes up 1. It's been a tiring time. We've hardly had any sleep at all, and we're all exhausted. I just want this to be over. Okay. Move the storm marker to ring 2 northwest. So it looks like the storm is passing through us. Northwest, ring 2, so that goes away. Resolve the effects. All mandatory goals are now considered optional, but you will receive additional bonuses if you complete them now. It's cool. So we gain 2 morale, and we might use those 2 to go down in the working block on the malfunction. So that's the morale phase. Oxygen and energy. Now we're producing 6 on the solar panel, but we're actually spending 6, so we're back to normal. Which means, oh yeah, this is gonna suck. So, shutdown. We're good on the oxygen and energy. Move the seeds, consume the food, increase the stress. So it goes up by 4, but it only has room to go up by 2, which means it hit 18. It's gonna stay there for a moment because we're gonna go up another 8, but it just takes it to 24, 28, something. Resolve the penalties. Oh, didn't we fix this? Yeah, we absolutely fixed it. I must have put a red one there by mistake. Next phase. So that exceeded 18, it gets reset back to 0, but our morale goes down by 1, and everyone takes a wound. Medic is okay, you're okay, you're okay. And you now have a condition, so this is the first time we've had to roll the condition. I'm gonna shake up. And poisoning, so when she takes 1 wound, she will take 2 instead. Not the worst. So let's see. 2 actions from 2 astronauts. Each of these astronauts roll the green injury tile or injury dice. If you roll a blank side, you can discard 1 condition token and prevent future consequences. Okay. So we can send... I'll send that one. Huh. We have to send another one. So... check the quest log. We completed all of the quests. We can do a research for this. We can turn off all of the shutdown tokens, all the shutdown things. I think that's a build action. I don't actually know. I'm pretty sure it only requires 1. Because it was page 23. Shutdown token. Removing shutdown tokens. It says check the relevant actions section. Relevant actions section? Like, where is that? Can you give me a page number? Relevant actions. It says removing shutdown tokens on page 57. So, to discard a shutdown tile, spend an action pawn and flip the tile on the front side. Resolve the effect on the front of the tile immediately. Each shutdown tile provides an instruction on what to do to discard it. When a shutdown tile is discarded, shuffle it back into its stack. Ignore any facility tiles with shutdown tiles on them during the cleanup phase. If you don't have enough energy oxygen as required on the shutdown tile, the action is not successful, blah blah blah. Each takes one pawn to perform the action, and you can use AOM for this action. I think I will use AOM for this action. So it still didn't say when during, right? Like, frickin' game. 66 pages long and it still doesn't give you all the answers. So in the action, we place the pawns. This is like the order. Rolling die. Resolving actions. Quiet place to rest. Medical lab. Gather hall. Probe bay. Working bay, resolving, declaring. Alright, so removing a shutdown token is a working bay action. It's a build action. This means we don't do it till the end. You can use the AOM. I think that was page 57. So, all of these things are still shut down until we get down to here. We can manage. We have to send a different astronaut out there, but we can use AOMs for those instead of people. So we can send people there. And then we got 4, so what was it saying about how we can't, I think it was we can't, it said once the storm hits we can't go outside? I don't know. It doesn't say, it never said like we can't go outside right now. But this is shut down, so we can't. Okay. We can do more research in the labs, so let's see, we can guarantee success on that, and nothing to do. Go down in stress, go up in repair. Alright, we can repair. We can spend to the repair. Alright, so let's see what we're doing here. Each of these astronauts roll the green. So I want to roll the green. I mean, we don't need to roll the green because it doesn't skip rolling on the medic, but we're gonna roll the green for the geologist, and we got blank, so we lost our poisoning. That's good. And we prevent future consequences. Wait, what does it say? If you roll a blank side, that just says prevent future consequences. That's done. And now we're going here to manage, and then those are all build. Research is guaranteed to be successful. We can get another tile or another thingy. So I'm gonna get another medic one, and it's gonna be, where's the other medic? Oh, it fell. So we're gonna do the spend 2 to gain morale. So we discard that. We're gonna build this. This gets discarded. And this part is finally fixed. But in the meantime, we went there again, so the energy comes down. And we are now gonna flip these over. Spend, oh my god. the shutdown tiles can fail. It's not. Okay, so I'm gonna do the first one. It says spend 1 energy, then roll all of these dice for a sum of 6 or more. So we get our energy back, +1 energy production, discard, failure, flip this tile over. Cool. So we have to spend this one. We're hoping for 6 or better. We got 7, so that's great. So this was successful, and we get to go up 1 on the energy production. So this is, I always wondered how this goes below less than 100% and once it's down, how do you get it back? So spend 1, roll, and then we want a 5 or more, +1, okay. Five or more, and we got 5. That's good. And so this goes up again. And this one says spend 2 and get 5 or more. Or roll 5 or more. Oh, just barely 5. Okay. +1 production. And spend 2 and do 5 or more. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. We barely got it again. +1 production. So we're back at 100%. Okay. Whew. Everyone has returned to base. Next phase. Roll the die again. A 1. Alright. Things are getting easier. Next phase. Discard tokens, exclamation, move, pending. Discard black markers. We didn't use any? Guess not. And pass the first player token. Man. Oh, the screen turned red and it says storm. Does that mean the storm finally hit us or what? It says Soul 7. It says the storm ends in one of these souls. I don't know. It just says Soul 7. It doesn't say 7 of 7 or 7 of 8. The whole screen is red. It's like, what the hell? It says advance malfunction by 1 in the block indicated above, but the whole screen is red, so I can't tell which one is indicated above. So it says event phase advanced malfunction. The whole screen is red. System block, living block, working block, advanced malfunction by 1 in the block indicated above. Normally one of these is red. They're all red. I mean, maybe we have to advance all 3, but and then it says then tap the corresponding button to continue. I mean, maybe we have to tap all 3 buttons. I'm gonna tap the working block. Nothing happened. I'm gonna tap the. Okay, so it was the system. This is bad design, right? It was the system block. That's the one that we were able to tap. It was pretty dumb. So, event phase. It says contact is lost, and there's no text. Event phase situation is dramatic. Skip reward phase. Turn over the page. Tap confirm. There's no confirm button. It just says next phase. So, right? I mean, like, how about some quality assurance testing over here. Discards and stuff. So it says turn over the page. Static. This screen is static. It says a blackout. Minutes pass by and some parts of the hub flicker back to life, but one thing is certain, you're screwed. Turn over the page. And this says mission 4, silence. So, alright, that was the end. Once again, like twists and turns on the ending. You know what? When it's in mission 3, when it's went all the way to Soul 8, I didn't really believe it because in mission 2, interference went all the way to 8, but ended on 6. So, alright, so we're going to pick up mission 4 in the next video, but we're going to finish mission 3. We're going to hit next phase, and now it says mission accomplished. This is the first time you have beaten the storm mission on the easy difficulty. So we're going to save the game, and the screen is still red. This is crazy. Set the level of resources in the general supply, so our food stayed on 6. Our oxygen actually went up to 20, and our electricity went down to 11. And set the morale level. It was at 1 before and it's still at 1 now. Set the productivity. We managed to fix everything at the last minute and get everything back to 100%. So no upgrades in that block. But we did get the warning system upgrade and the unmanned collector and the server cluster. Set the number of greenhouses is at 4. Like, back in mission 1, we could have built a 5th greenhouse. And I thought about it, but there were only 2 seeds to collect. So like there's no way to ever get a 5th seed. I don't know. It's like food can go down but can never go up. I don't know. So set the broken parts, upgrade markers, everything is fixed. Set the block state. So it was at 2, it's still at 2. It was at 1, it's still at 1, and this is at 1, and this, so the app goes down by 1. And additional elements. So we get to remove, how do we, so all these blue squares that got wiped out by the storm, taking those off the board. It's really, it doesn't let me move it. Don't know. It's not letting me do it. That's supposed to be a geyser. I tapped this. Bumps, geysers. Well, I know it's gone. And this one's gone. Alright. Alright, now it is allowing me to... Okay, so those are gone. Next, set the resources. So we now have 3 and 3. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 5. Okay, so that oxygen goes up to 3. Computer pieces goes down to 3. The orange things go up to 6, and red goes up to 5. So, next. Set the depot markers and research cubes, facility cards, the map. We didn't explore anything. There was one thing. We did move this little black thing here. Each astronaut's health Okay, so Geologist did take some more damage. Past the first condition token space. And the Scientist, I think everybody took damage. The Engineer took damage, and the Engineer gained a skill card. And the Medic gained, let's see, the Geologist gained a skill card last time called A Shorter Route. And the Scientist took damage, did not gain any skill cards. The Medic gained not as bad as it looks, and bandage, plasters and bandages, and took damage, right? Took 1 damage. Alright, Medic's down 1, Engineer's down 2, Scientist is down 2, and Geologist is down 3. Where's the Geologist? Okay, I think that's it. Remember to set the markers. We did deploy the Unmanned Collector. We can get rid of that card. The Games Room and the Tech Room are upgrades we can deploy. So the Working Bay. Oh, the Tech Room is in the Working Bay. Games Room. Cool. So, next, Labyrinth of the Night Mission 4. Game is saved. Mission accomplished. Okay, thanks for watching, and have a good afternoon. Goodbye.